Soul Eater was unique, daring, ambitious. It looked fantastic all the way back in 2008 when most anime looked super duper gay. And ugly. I must specify, I'm not referring to cool gay like Lorray or James. That smile. I'm speaking slang like, why does all this look like that? Like you, why do you look like that? And audiences at the time were with this style. It shot up in popularity like nothing you've ever seen before. That's hyperbole. From the gate, this show is lovable. You'd think it immediately sent the anime world into a coma, but in 2010, Toonami began to air Soul Eater for silly Americans such as myself, and it just got even bigger. It's still maintaining that strength. Compared to Code Geass, it starts off huge and just takes a hike, never to be as popular as it was in 2008. But we both know something's off here. My clickbait wouldn't be nearly as effective if that were true. Code Geass is irrelevant and Soul Eater is out here thriving? Nuh-uh. In the past 2 years, I've heard not a peep about this one, and I hear about Code Geass all the time. Soul Eater is among the best early shonen we've ever seen, and I think it's a shame that it seems buried by time. So I'm gonna take my shovel and my boots, and I'm gonna dig up a show that could contend with 90% of the anime currently airing right now, Soul Eater. The DWMA is an academy that trains students to defend against the Kishins. If allowed to be born, the Kishins will drive humanity into chaos and madness. Students training at the DWMA are either weapon meisters or those who literally become weapons. Check mine out. Cool, huh? His name is Zangetsu. This school is run by the Grim Reaper, Death, and with his instruction, young meisters try to feed their weapons 99 evil souls and 1 witch's soul to become a death scythe. And it just so happens that our main characters Maka and Soul have come across an evil witch who is so hot. I have had a crush on this girl since I was like 11. Even Soul is like,
I don't think we should be partners anymore, Maka. I only want to be witch blast weapon now!
You men, all of you, you're horrible. Cheating on every woman.
Epically. Of course, they fuck the whole mission up and have to start from scratch to regain all 99 evil souls and 1 witch's soul. When it comes to Soul Eater, a variety of themes can pop up at any time. Sometimes we're happy. You can have use a bit of a giggle. And then some disturbing stuff happens. This part of the show is just fucked up. You are awfully close to me. Then the gamer stuff happens and the main characters just beat the piss out of someone and they win, but really, it was a plot designed by the evil witch Medusa the whole time. I like that about this show. Shonen is often characterized by its childishness. Shonen literally translates to young boy. Soul Eater doesn't allow this to clip its balls. There's death and dark themes creeping alongside the viewer on nearly every episode. Like that moon. That weird ass, fuck ass moon. What's that guy's deal? The characters carry out their own missions to defeat evil and find that their lives are becoming more and more intertwined with the Kishin. What's the connection between the Kishin and the DWMA? Who's this demon living inside of Soul? Is the Grim Reaper really on our side? As these questions swim about our characters' heads, the action becomes more and more intense with what's at stake. This schizophrenic animal is the strongest character in the show. The first few episodes are really just there to establish how strong everyone is, but you quickly become hooked. These fight sequences are cold as hell. This guy scatters a bunch of swords around so he can throw them or use them as platforms. This dude can harden his blood. I think Stein is probably the coolest though because of his swag. Basketball chicken! How was this made in 2008, I asked? It's clean, it's flowy. Oh, it's made by Bones. Full Metal Alchemist, Space Dandy, and Mob Psycho Bones. Press play. Soul Eater can spin itself in any direction it wants, except for comedy. I lied for better storytelling. You can't actually have used a bit of a giggle all of the time. This is one of the few parts where the story acts its age. I don't know why, but this era of anime thought it was fucking hilarious to hit people. I think that's funny too, just not when women do it. I don't like when women appropriate my culture. I think the author is very talented and very ungoddamn funny. Some people just don't have the touch. They don't have the finesse. You must control your bloodlust, Zangetsu. Don't worry, that's actually a small part of the show. What's so special to me is Maka and Soul. Blackstar, Tsubaki, Death the Kid, Liz, and Patty. Soul Eater hosts a bustling ecosystem of endearing characters. Blackstar enters the show as a fucking goofball, constantly saying he'll surpass God, fucking up stealth missions to announce his presence while proclaiming himself as a big guy. And so he fights and wins. And when he doesn't, it doesn't matter. He bounces back, helps his friends no matter how hard it seems, and he reflects. The character that incessantly barks about how he deserves the spotlight, ironically begins to steal the show. Is it arrogant to have faith in yourself? Krona, Maka, Stein, these are just a few more characters with equal charm to them. And one thing I love, this is gonna sound stupid, is that the characters actually like each other. There's no manufactured bitchiness just for the sake of it, like Sakura. They dap each other up, run to each other's aid, hug. It's infectious. When the characters are likable, they grow on you. You care more about the plot, which is also really good. Partially because it's set in such a unique atmosphere. The world is inspired by Tim Burton and Halloween. One character's name is Frankenstein, and this guy's just a zombie. Then, the soundtrack hits you with alien instruments that seem to bellow from the underworld. This strange fusion creates a world unlike anything you've ever seen in anime. There's some bangers. Like, what do you want me to say? The shit bangs. There's touching music. They did a great job tying up scenes that punch you in the gut. I'm 90% sure this one is a Tupac reference. I didn't even know Japan had unlocked black people, but I wouldn't put it past this author because there's some really cool black representation that I dig. Ah, except for these. Those are a little bit... well, that's just fucked up. Uh-oh, that's my music. Soul Eater is an invigorating shonen that gets why you're watching. It knows you want to see some action, it knows you want to like the characters, and it knows it should tell a good story on top of all of this. It does trip on its own feet at times. I noticed a few plot holes, but that didn't stop it from being a refreshing blast of creativity while I watched all 51 episodes between work. It's a timeless classic. 8.5 out of 10 just for this song alone. Subscribe and comment. I reply to those.